he is dating it too, though, so I mean, come on. I would say Tim. Tim can sing the best.
I think James is the best singer.
But okay, real quick though. Excuse me, Roday. Please take it off. Take that jacket off. You got some ease on it, some cheese on it. You got some ease on it, some cheese on it.
So everyone is quite good at their own sort of thing. Corbin, from Ryan, what other career do you think Henry would be good at if he had not gone into law enforcement?
Assassin?
What would his weapon of choice be?
What's that?
What would his weapon of choice be? What would his favorite method be?
Henry, you see the deep dark part of Henry, I mean. You know, see, Henry's actually kind of a peaceful guy. What would Henry like? I think he'd like, see, we don't know this, but I think Henry's weapon of choice might be like a pie.
So he'd get it close. His weapon would be close.
He'd be a pie assassin.
Hello, I like your shirt. It's quite blue.
I like your face.
Thanks. It's right here.
So a lot of musical questions. Singer myself. When working with Tim Curry in American Duos, what was your favorite part of that episode?
Working with Tim Curry. And then I guess the little dress up game that we got to play at the end, and paying homage to both Tears for Fears and Michael Jackson with one song. And John Landis directing. I mean, John Landis directing us as Tears for Fears and Michael Jackson with Tim Curry tearing us down was incredible.
An embarrassment of riches.
Yes.
Hello.
Hey.
Dude, where'd you get those glasses? Those are sweet.
I don't know, I picked them up at a store. Pretty cheap. Anyway, question is, are you guys gonna have another character on the show like the criminal profiler or the Yin Yang Killer last more than one episode?
Well, actually, I was about to ask from Robert, James, will Yang be back in season 7?
Will Yang be back this season? I feel like it could go either way, but I'm certainly not going to say no, because she's still alive.
James Roday will be running for office next year.
Hi, I was wondering if any of you have ever geeked out over another celebrity and made a fool of yourself.
Can I answer that? Over Lionel Richie. Lionel Richie came to a show I was doing, and I said, Mr. Richie, Jesus is Love is one of my favorite songs of all times. Can you please sing something for me? And he said, Father. And I just geeked out. I was like, oh my God. Big fan of Lionel Richie.
Kelly, who have you geeked out over the biggest participant on our show?
I think the question is, who haven't I geeked out over?
Because you, my friend, are a massive dork.
I'm saying William Shatner. I totally. That little species, that little buoy. Yeah, it was awesome. It was awesome.
Maggie, who was your like, I think on our show. So.
Is it weird if I say William Shatner too? Yeah, right? You should listen to Kelly and I in the DVD commentary, which we just did not that long ago about Shatner. Yeah. We're like, oh my God. It was like he was a little dog. Oh my God, it was
Chris, you like to play everything close to the vest. Who is the one person you had coming up?
Sarah Shahi. Sarah Shahi.
Okay, there you go. That was fast, you said that.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Kirsten?
That I geeked out on? Are we still on that one? Well, Tim Curry is still up there. Because it was very difficult not to be like, yeah. I didn't want to sing with him, but I just wanted him to just speak British. And he does. But I think he's up there in my, my top 5. Yeah.
Corbin?
Well, from a lying out flat, half dead position, Jeffrey Tambor, who will appear this year.
That's interesting you mentioned Jeffrey. Who does Mr. Tambor play? We can say this, right? There's a reason we can't say this. Well, which is part of another question. Maggie.
Oh, we're moving on then.
Yeah. He's not done.
Maggie, we've met so many of your extended family. Who's Jeffrey play?
He plays my stepdad. I have the two coolest dads ever. And a pretty dope brother as well.
He was handsome.
Yes, he was.
Steve, who was your biggest geek moment?
Oh my God, I think I do geek out with everybody. Malcolm McDowell was huge.
Right.
I think the worst one might have been, and I don't know if anybody will appreciate this, but when John Rhys Davies came on the show for me. That was really exciting. But I think that the biggest one was when I first met Tim Omundson.
All right, one last question, and then we're going to do some other things. Hey, I loved your film. You're really great.
Okay, so I love Kurt Smith, and I was wondering if you could please share a funny filming story when he came back to film for the new season.
Good Kurt Smith story. Well, I don't know if this is like laugh out loud, ha-ha funny, but it's a this is how cool Kurt Smith is story. He knew that there are several members of our crew who play guitar, and during one of our sort of setups when we had more than 10 minutes, he pulled out a guitar and we had all those guys come with their guitars, and he offered them to sort of sit in and jam to like 3 Tears for Fears songs, and we got to watch our crew just totally geek out and play guitar with Kurt Smith and sing along. It was pretty fantastic.
That's what we get to do at work. Stupid. All right,